Okay, hi everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm excited. This is going to be a reading for today, Saturday, the 16th. I got to figure out what day it is. So what's interesting, if any of you watched the one for yesterday on the 15th, this big billow of smoke started kind of like wafting across here because I was saging, and I always sage before and have my bowl so we can cleanse the area and refresh everything. And the card I pulled that was for prayers also said smoke on it, which was crazy because that's when it really started going nuts. So I was watching the replay back and that happened. So it was crazy. I was like, what's going on? Just totally random at that time. So we are going to figure out what our guides want us to know today on Saturday, the 16th of November. If you aren't watching this live, that is okay. If you're catching the replay, you're still meant to see it. So just keep that in mind. And we will talk about everything that's going on. I'm just kind of rambling on for a minute, giving everyone a chance to get on here that can. I know there's a lot of football games and stuff on right now. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going out of the full moon phase. So a lot of what was going on was about new beginnings and starting over. So a lot of what we're going into is called the waning phase. Basically with this, it's very self-limiting energy, if that makes sense. It's going to give you the feeling of like you're limited on certain things. Today's very much going to feel like you've been striving to get to this certain point, which has a lot to do with how yesterday went too. But you're going to feel like you're limited. That's just what keeps coming through. So it's kind of weird how that's coming across. So even though you may feel that way, you don't have to limit yourself. So remember that. And maybe that's a lot of why the message is coming across. We're still dealing with the moon in Cancer. So that has to do with stomach and chest. So anxiety, stomach issues, same as yesterday. So just be mindful of what you're taking into your body. If all of a sudden something isn't agreeing with you that you've always been able to have or has always been agreeable, just know that for whatever reason at this time, you're not meant to have that. We never know why things work out this certain way. So just something to keep in mind. And we'll see what's going on today. I actually have a private reading tonight that I'm going to someone's house to do. So that'll be super fun and exciting. You never know what's going to come up or what to expect. Okay, so here we go. Is everyone ready? All right, what do our angels and guides want us to know for today, Saturday, the 16th of November? What do our angels and guides want us to know today, Saturday, the 16th of November? We'll see if anything pops out here at us. I do take jumper cards. I think it happens for a reason, but everything does, right? I think this bad boy is going to be the one. Let's see if there's any more. Ooh, Destiny. So that's really cool. It's interesting how days correlate and kind of go together. Yesterday was a lot about not giving up on what you're manifesting and not giving up on your dreams of what is going on in your life right now. And now we're bringing up destiny. So it's what you're meant to do. So the theme today is very much the same, to keep along that same wavelength of really focusing on what you want and not giving up. So there is your card. You can see with a lot of them, and these readings do apply to everyone in general. So they may not speak directly to you. They may be like, that's exactly what my husband's going through, or my sister, or someone you're very close to. Other people, it's going to be like, this is meant for me. I was meant to see this today. So today we're getting another reminder of you're doing what you're meant to do. So don't give up on it. Don't let people discourage you that are afraid to try new things. Sometimes that happens a lot. We get in a group of friends, or we have people around us in our daily life that are like, "Ooh, you shouldn't do that. That's really risky." But that's their fear, right? Not yours. You have to remember that you don't want to go and make your life choices off of someone else's fears of what may or may not work. You really need to follow your heart when it comes to doing that, which is scary. I know it's super scary to do. All right, so we're going to draw one Rider-Waite card. So a regular tarot. We did the oracle. I'm not someone that can just draw one. I always say that it's going to be a one card, and it isn't. It ends up being multiple, but that's okay. Please make sure to subscribe for daily readings so you can hop on here even after you get home from a long day. I try to keep these short and sweet so you're not sitting listening to me all day. All right, so today we got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is awesome. This is good. This means that there is wealth coming in. Okay, so when we talk about what we're striving for, what we're building, everything, our destiny, what we're set out to do, these are all going to correlate together. Same with yesterday, not giving up on your hopes and dreams, not giving up what you're working towards, because there is going to be benefit at the end. So that's what this is saying. She's kind of out here waiting, extending her arm like, I'm here. I need this help. I'm asking for this help. I've been praying. I've been asking my spirit guides, and she's waiting. So that's not a bad card. That's saying that you're being surrounded. You have help. You have abundance that's coming in. It's just not always on our schedule, right? We talk a lot about patience, and you'll hear me specifically talk a lot about patience because it's hard. It's hard to have, and it's hard to deal with. And it's really something that we all strive to have, right? And we all strive to get there where we can be patient, but it's just not always the case. Sometimes it's really hard to have those feelings and to be patient. So just know, if you're getting a lot of that anxiety, or you're getting worked up about if you made the right decision, if you're making the right decisions in general, that you're very much being supported on the other side. As far as communicating with your angels and guides, when you communicate with them, of course it'd be easy if we all just heard them talking in our ear, and they were right here. Of course, a lot of us would feel crazy too, but as far as getting downloads and communicating, everyone's going to be really different on how they get their information. Whether some people are going to hear, some people are going to see, some people are going to get messages like they can see it in their head, like a movie, like almost like you're watching a movie. Some people will get signs around them, whether it's telling you to turn around, to go a different direction. Some people hear and feel more through music. So it's very individualized, and it's very different for everyone as far as how they communicate. So keep that in mind. I have a lot of people, a lot of my clients, a lot of my life coach clients that are just like, well, I have this friend and she hears stuff this way, or she gets these messages, and I'm so frustrated because I don't hear that way. But you won't, because it's very individualized to you, and how your guides communicate with you, or that you're just not to that point yet. So, don't get too hard on yourself if that's the case. Hello, you only missed the first 2 cards, but you can definitely go back at the end here and be able to watch it all back. So I'm going to pull the final card right now. So we went through the oracle cards, the tarot card, and this is the one that popped out at me. So now we're going to do cards from our spirit guides or our angel guides and messages for the very last one, because I like to pull from 3 different decks. Absolutely, no problem. So what we got was receptivity, and it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition and ability for others. So it's kind of interesting how that comes through, because this is just what we were discussing, right? I was going on and on about how everyone will get messages differently and how people absorb things differently. So this is just kind of the perfect pat on the back or reminder, just like she was saying, or I was saying, I'm speaking through them, that everyone will get messages differently. So not to get frustrated if you don't feel like you're saying your prayers and you're manifesting and you're asking for help or whatever it is that you do through meditation, and you don't feel like you're getting those messages. Everybody gets them in different ways. So don't get frustrated when it comes to that. Okay. I feel like we need to do one more. Should we pull one more card? I think we need to pull one more card. Let's pull one more from the Oracle deck. This one's my favorite. I always thought I wasn't going to like larger cards. Hi, Donnell. Absolutely. If there's anything you guys ever want to see more of, make sure and let me know. Please feel free to like, share. You're going to want to subscribe. Everyone subscribing is, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, we're doing a free reading. So that's always good, to be able to communicate with your loved ones. And we'll be doing readings on here as well, live. So, okay. Can we get one more card for advice for Saturday, the 16th of November? One more card for advice on what we need to do. I'd like to kind of pull these just to show everyone how they all kind of interlock, and these messages just kind of go hand in hand, especially since we've had a couple people just join. If you're catching this after Saturday, no worries. It still very much will resonate with whoever it is meant to. Ooh, there it is. Popped right out at me. Okay, so illusion. So this is really interesting. So what this tells me is whoever is watching, there's definitely been an illusion that's put over you that maybe almost like how I get this is information you're being told is holding you back. So someone is telling you that everything that you want to work towards isn't attainable. Okay, so whoever that is, I want you to not completely disregard, because it's a matter of like people's opinion and respect. And like I said, a matter of their level of being uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean you should feed into it. You still want to go with your gut and your feelings and your passion and following your heart and doing what you love. There's this thing that I was going to post later today that I loved that said, it just talks about how what you want to do with your life and your passion and where you're following does not mean that that's someone else's dreams, right? So you really want to focus on what you want out of your life and build your relationships around that. People who are supportive of you, people who are like, that's amazing. You're going to do great at that. You were meant to be there, instead of people that are going to hold you back and be like, I don't know, because that may be their choice, and that may make them uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't go for everything that you're wanting, if that makes sense. All right, guys. So I'll let you get back to your Saturday. I hope you guys have a great day today. I have to go head off and make some lunch for the family, and then have some other appointments today. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. We'll see ya.